And welcome back to Hornets Arena. We've got a Conway doubleheader today as your Lady Cats and Wampus Cats both set to play in the 6A state semifinals. Up first is the Lady Cats with the opening game today as they get ready to take on the 26-1 Bentonville Lady Tigers, the 1 seed out of the 6A West. Before we get into the action tonight, I'm Levi Gilbert alongside Mark Oliver. Got the starting lineups first for you here. Your Conway Lady Cats going with the same lineup they did 2 nights ago. The senior guard Lydia York, senior guard Jada Pickens, freshman point guard Chloe Clardy, senior guard Tawana Rector, and junior center Haley Malcolm. Now starting lineup for the Bentonville Lady Tigers. Guard number 12, Natalie Smith, a senior. Senior post, Bella Erlenborn. Junior guard, Riley Hayes. Starting down in the post, number 30, a junior, Miriam Dowda. It's Bentonville Tigers' best player. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Lady Tigers, sophomore guard, Jada Brown. Lady Cats come into today's action 22-7. They are the 2 seed out of the 6A Central, taking on the number 1 seeded Lady Tigers out of Bentonville, number 2 overall in the 6A. And Mark Oliver, it's a little bit of deja vu for Conway fans. We faced this team a year ago in the 6A state semifinals, but a little bit different makeup on both sides of the ball today.
Yeah, that's right, Levi. This is the game that Conway has waited for an entire year. Coach Hutchcraft has had this matchup circled on the calendar, getting back to the state semifinals. They wanted Bentonville. They have Bentonville, and they have a big opportunity to get a little bit of revenge this year against a very tough Lady Tigers team.
Lady Tigers getting off to a fast start, winning the tip, and Natalie Smith with the easy layup. 2-0 Bentonville. Story for Conway tonight. Today, really, the story we have every game is, what's the perimeter shooting going to look like? You know, defensively, we're going to get stops. We're going to force turnovers. But will that three-point basketball be dropping? Lady Cats need that to be successful here today.
Lady Cats bring a lot more experience to this year's team. Of course, this team is very well known with the state tournament. A lot of these girls have a lot of experience, but also bringing in a new weapon that Bentonville hasn't seen in state tournament play, Chloe Clardy.
Chloe Clardy got off to a slow start two nights ago as she got 2 fouls in the first 2 minutes of the game, had to sit most of the first quarter. It's a deep 3 from Bentonville, 5-0, 7:05 to play. Another lazy pass from the Lady Cats leading to a turnover and more points, 7-0. The Lady Tigers off to a fast start.
Lady Cats need to kind of slow things down here. Don't let the crowd and the atmosphere get to you here early. Still a lot of basketball to be played.
We're over a minute in. The Lady Cats have yet to get off a shot. Jada Pickens had a big night 2 nights ago, and she gets the Conway on the board, 7-2.
Great way to stop the bleeding there. Just get the momentum rolling and let the shots fall.
Haley Malcolm, good defense there. Lady Cats trying to get their offense set up. Chloe Clardy, deep 3, top of the key. It's going to be a little short. Rebound pulled down by Bella Erlenborn. Lady Tigers in transition. They found Dowda on the block. And a miss. Haley Malcolm, another rebound. Lady Cats in transition. Now Miriam Dowda, she's a big presence and more since than one for these Lady Tigers, to see what kind of impact she has on the defensive side of the court as well.
Count the bucket for Chloe Clardy.
Actually, they're calling an offensive foul, I think, against Haley Malcolm. She had a little pushing the back, trying to go up for a rebound, which was not necessary. Lady Tiger is going to throw this one deep. Lady Cats beating transition. It's another 2 easy points for Bentonville. 9-4 the score here in Bryant. These two teams played all the way back in December. We'll tell you more about that game as this game progresses. Chloe Clardy in the lane, can't get it to go. Haley Malcolm, big rebound. They're going to get a foul called against Jada Pickens.
December 20th was the last time these two teams met, Levi. 76-68, Bentonville getting the win in that series. But kind of a close ball game, a little bit of a drop in the second quarter for the Lady Cats. But they've seen this team, and they know what it takes to beat this team. It's already becoming pretty physical here in the opening act.
Yeah, and checking in on that last dead ball is Lady Cats center Savannah Scott. She didn't get into last game until the second quarter, so already Coach Hutchcraft going to the bench. Lady Cats get out of trouble there. Jada Pickens finding Savannah Scott down low, can't control the ball. And it's going to be another Lady Cat turnover. Bentonville pulling things up. They're going to try and slow it down. Lady Cats in that 1-3-1 defense. 3-point attempt from Bentonville's Riley Hayes, and it is good. 12-4, Lady Tigers building their lead.
Seen a few turnovers on the Lady Cats side so far.
T. Rector answers back.
They have the capability to put the points on the board, Levi. If they can just clean up the passing a little bit, this game's a lot closer.
Well, that's the thing about these Lady Cats. They're never too far out with their ability to shoot the three-pointer. If they're falling for the Lady Cats, they're always just a few possessions away. There's Dowda working on the left side against Savannah Scott. She is going to get the foul and go to the line for 2. Dowda, 6'4" center. Checking in on YouTube, X0 Sports. That sounds familiar. Mark Oliver saying, "Go Lady Cats." Of course, Mark Oliver, that's his company, X0 Sports. We're glad to have Mark back today, filling in for Jeff Matthews.
Levi, Lydia York's got a couple of big rebounds so far here in the first.
Open three-point attempt from Chloe Clardy, too strong. Bentonville pulls down another rebound, and in transition, they look out to Riley Hayes again. She's going to dish it down to Dowda. And Jada Pickens going in there, getting her hands in there. Jump ball, possession, going to go to Conway.
Love the aggression from Conway. Of course, when you're one of the final 4 teams left, it's win or go home. And they do not want a repeat of last year.
They do not. 12-7 is the score. 3:38 left to go, and we've got a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 30 seconds, and we're back here on Conway Court. Back in Bryant, your Lady Cats trail 12-7, 3:38 to go in the first quarter, and possession is with Conway.
Don't forget, engage with us on social media throughout the game today. 5 Sports Live on Twitter, 5 Sports on Facebook, or send us a YouTube chat comment.
Deep three-point attempt from T. Rector, just bounces in and out. Rebound goes to Bentonville. Conway got a hand on it. Another hand there from Jada Pickens. Easily the Lady Cats' peskiest defender, and that's a supreme compliment.
It's working really well for them so far here in the early going.
They get it down to Dowda. She's definitely got the size advantage. Savannah Scott was up at the top of the key. It's another 2 easy points for the Bentonville Lady Tigers. Conway in transition, a little out of control there. Bentonville's got the ball back again. They found Dowda. Setting up their offense. Deep 3-point attempt from Jada Brown, and it is true. 17-7. Lady Tigers extend that lead out to 10 points. It's another timeout from Coach Ashley Hutchcraft. We'll take it with them. Another 30-second break, and we're back here on Conway Corp.
Located on Robinson Avenue next to Laurel Park, the Conway Regional Rehabilitation Hospital is one of only 4 licensed inpatient rehab hospitals in the entire state. Patients are cared for by specially trained staff under the direction of an on-site physician who specializes in rehabilitation medicine. Conway Regional Rehab Hospital, your choice for comprehensive care to bring you one step closer to home.
Back at Hornets Arena, your Lady Cats trailing 17-7. Sandra Thomas checking in on YouTube, says, "Go Lady Cats." We need a little spark here for Conway. Chloe Clardy. Jumper is no good. Dowda pulls down the rebound again.
A heartbreaker there on that offensive possession for the Lady Cats.
Lady Cats in there. 1-3-1. Jada Pickens again with the steal in transition. She gets the basket up and good.
Coast to coast, Levi. That's exactly the kind of momentum Conway was looking for.
That lead cut down to 8 now, 17-9. See if the Lady Cats can get another turnover. That's Brown. From Dowda out at the top of the key. Back to Brown, another 3-point attempt. Off the rim, no good, but Dowda with the rebound and the foul, and count it. Dowda will go to the line, try and convert on this 3-point play. That's 4 points now for Dowda, and that's the second foul on Savannah Scott, so she's gonna have to come out, spend some time on the bench. Haley Malcolm checks back in.
Scott did everything she could to try to defend that shot, Levi.
Free throw attempt is no good. Lady Cats take possession. This Lady Tiger defense has been tight out on the perimeter, trying to take away that 3-point shot for these Lady Cats. Jada Pickens finds an opening on the left side. It is no good. Lydia York trying to get the steal down low. Bentonville in transition. Dowda with a 3-point attempt off the front of the rim. And Bentonville with the rebound, and Jada Pickens going to get called for the foul. It's going to be her first. 14th foul against the Lady Cats. 19-9 is the score with a minute to play.
One thing Conway wants to make sure they don't do here is allow more of those.
Natalie Smith with the 3-point basket off of the inbounds. Extends that lead even further for Bentonville. Lady Cats will inbound themselves. It's just been tough sledding for these Lady Cats here in this first quarter offensively. T. Rector, top of the key. She bounces off. Haley Malcolm pulls down the rebound and gets fouled. It's going to be the third team foul against Bentonville. Lady Cats will inbound again from the baseline. Not a lot of motion out of this Lady Cat offense. Lydia York, deep 3 on the left baseline. No good. Bentonville with another rebound. Final 20 seconds of play. They found Dowda in transition, but she misses the layup. And here come your Lady Cats looking for one last shot. Lydia York, another 3-point attempt is up. It's short, but Haley Malcolm is there. She puts it back, gets the score and the foul. She'll go to the line to complete this 3-point play.
Great rebound there by Malcolm. Right place at the right time. I want to see more of that out of Conway, especially in the second quarter, trying to close the gap. Rebounding will be crucial to get back into this thing.
Malcolm at the line, trying to cut this lead back to 10 points. And she does. 7 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Lady Cats going to full court press, and they break it easily with a long pass to Dowda. She's going to take it herself. They're going to call a push off against Haley Malcolm. 2.8 seconds left. That's the fifth team foul. Bentonville set to inbound. Throw it up to Dowda. She just puts it in easy. 24-12 at the end of one quarter. It's been all Lady Tigers so far. We'll take a 60-second break and be back with the rest of the first half here on Conway Court.
DeBoard Electronics, a trusted name since 1952, is located at 650 Dave Ward Drive, 2 miles west of I-40. DeBoard Electronics offers state-of-the-art options to customize your Yamaha golf cart or your Polaris side-by-side and even your boat. With cutting-edge products, you will look good and sound good when you're cruising the water. So enjoy your time on the lake listening to your favorite tunes thanks to DeBoard Electronics, 650 Dave Ward Drive in Conway.
This is my home, and here's my hot water heater, located right above my living room. And here's the mess it made when it leaked. Really leaked. Kind of throws off the ambiance, don't you think? Well, I stayed calm and called the experts at All Clean Restoration, so here it is. My living room before the water damage, and my living room after. Or as I like to think, my living room before All Clean, my living room after All Clean. All Clean Restoration, proudly serving all of Arkansas.
After one quarter of play, your Lady Cats trail 24-12. So we get ready to start the second quarter. Bentonville will have possession, and Mark, it was a rough shooting performance in the first quarter for your Lady Cats.
Yeah, the Lady Cats shooting just 31% from the floor, making only 1 3-pointer out of 8 attempts. Cold shooting in the first act.
And it has not been cold for Bentonville. Natalie Smith hits another 3-pointer. Extends the lead even further.
The 5th tray of the game for Bentonville.
T. Rector, the only one that's made a 3-pointer for Conway. She puts up another one. It's no good. Long rebound goes to Bentonville. Hayes on the left baseline. She gets it to fall. 29-12. Lady Cats 1 of 8 in that first quarter. Shooting 13% from the 3-point line. It's 20 percentage points under their season average. And another turnover.
Bentonville has done a really good job down low, making it really hard to penetrate to the basket.
Doubt a long jumper there. No good. Jada Pickens in transition. She's going to dump it off to Lydia York late. They're going to get Jada Pickens for the offensive charge. That's number 2 on Pickens.
Tough break for Conway.
2 Lady Cats on the floor with 2 fouls right now. Haley Malcolm and Jada Pickens, and Coach Hutchcraft going to take another timeout. We'll take it with them. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Court.
We are Conway's legacy. Just like our family, Conway continues to grow and thrive.
And at Legacy Fencing, we will continue to maintain the level of quality and service that we've provided for the last 2 decades.
From our friendly and helpful office staff to our outstanding installers, to our shop foremen and even our college interns, fencing will not only be our legacy, but yours.
And that's why at Legacy Fencing we say, it's fencing for a lifetime.
Bentonville Lady Tigers with a 17-point lead over the Lady Cats, 29-12. Bentonville, of course, defeating Conway last year in the 6A semifinals. Had a lead in the state championship game for basically the whole game until the very last seconds. They lost on a last-second shot to Northside. Put back there by Bella Erlenborn. Extends the lead even further, 31-12.
Bentonville's done very good on the second chance points so far today.
Chloe Clardy, deep three on the left corner, and it's good. A little bit of life here for Conway.
All it takes is one shot to spark that comeback. Conway looking for a little bit more magic from Clardy.
Gonna have to get some stops on this end. Malcolm on Dowda. Dowda, turnaround, jumper, no good. Rebound, Lydia York. She tries to find Chloe Clardy in transition. It's tipped away, and another Conway turnover. It's gonna be another three-point attempt from Hayes. It's long, no good. Here come your Lady Cats. Jada Pickens thought about it. Haley Malcolm, long two-pointer off the front of the rim, no good. No one down there to attempt a rebound. 5:37 and ticking away here in the first half. Jada Pickens with the block.
Great deflection there.
York takes it all the way, and she's going to get called for an offensive charge, second charge against these Lady Cats here in the first half.
I like what Conway's doing defensively here in the second, Levi. They're making great strides. They're creating turnovers, just not able to get it done offensively.
Kalena King checks in for Lydia York. Lady Cats picking up the full court defense. Settle back into their 1-3. It looks like they're actually running a man defense now. Three-point attempt from Dowda. Bangs around in the rim, no good. Here come your Lady Cats. Trailing 31-15, another long three-pointer from Chloe Clardy on the left wing. It's no good. They're gonna get Jada Pickens for her third foul. As Bentonville was in transition. Jada Pickens is gonna have to sit down probably for the rest of the first half.
Can't afford to lose Pickens at this point in the game. Still a lot of basketball to be played. Now Bentonville's leading scorer stands at the line.
It's the 18th foul on Conway. It's going to be a 1-and-1. Smith hits the first. She has 12 points. Only Lady Tiger in double figures, and back in now for Conway. It's Savannah Scott, the freshman center, who's playing just her second game in over a month. She went out with injury in the first Bryant game back in Conway over a month ago. Didn't get back on the court until 2 days ago against Har-Ber. Alex Jolivet in now for the Lady Cats. Chloe Clardy makes a move on the left side, up and under, and it's good. 17 points now for your Lady Cats. That's 7 for Clardy. She leads the way for Conway. 4:30 to go here in the first half.
Conway's moved into quite an aggressive defense here in man.
Yeah, they've gotten out of that 1-3-1. The three-point shooting has been killing their zone defense. It looks like they're going to get Savannah Scott for another foul. That'll be her third.
Yeah, the fouls are racking up for the Lady Cats here.
Another 1-and-1 for the Lady Tigers. The next foul will give the Bentonville Lady Tigers 2 free throws the rest of the way. Haley Malcolm having to come back in as Savannah Scott goes to the bench with 3 fouls. So now 2 Lady Cats on the bench with 3 fouls apiece. Dowda hits both free throws. 35-17. 18-point lead for Bentonville. Chloe Clardy, top of the key. It's good. Double figures now for Clardy. She's got 10.
Still a lot of fight left in this Lady Cats team.
Lead cut down to 15. Big play by Kalena King. She steps in front, goes all the way down. 13-point lead now for Bentonville.
There you go. Bentonville playing off the back foot a little bit here in the second. Maybe got a little bit too comfortable.
Deep three from Brown is no good. Conway can't get the rebound. Dowda down low on Clardy, turns around, and gets the 2. Lady Cats pushing the tempo. Find T. Rector on the right side, another three-point attempt, and it's good. Her second three-pointer of the day.
An 18-point lead becomes 12. And the Lady Cats are backed into a corner. They get dangerous.
Dowda pull-up jumper. It's good. That's 12 points now for Dowda. Another deep three from Clardy. Bounces off the back of the rim. Rebound Bentonville.
Now Conway doesn't necessarily have to go for 3 every single time. They're doing a really good job matching them blow for blow.
And that's just the presence of Dowda down in the paint. Another three-pointer made for Bentonville, this time Riley Hayes. They have just been shooting lights out on the perimeter. It's Alex Jolivet's turn, and she answers right back with a 3 of her own. 2:08 to play here in the first half. We're going to get a timeout from Bentonville. And we will take it with them. 42-28, your Lady Cats trail, back in 30 seconds here on Conway Court.
In 1916, Smith Ford opened its doors in Conway and began building a legacy that today is over a century old and still going strong. Now let's put this into perspective. When Smith Ford started out, their cars looked like this. Today, they look like this. Outstanding customer service. At Smith Ford, they don't just say it, they define it. You just don't live to see 100 unless you're living right, eating right, or selling right. Smith Ford has been doing all 3 since 1916.
Well, the lead got as high as 18 points here in this second quarter. Lady Cats have cut it back down to 14. Mark, what are you seeing from these two teams so far?
I'll tell you what, I'm seeing a team in Conway that's backed up against the wall. They trailed 7-0 to start this thing. They've been playing from behind the entire game, but they are not ready to lay down. They're ready to fight, and fight they will from beyond the arc. Bentonville is thriving based on defensive breakdowns, Levi. If they get a wide open shot, they're taking it, they're making it. If Conway can just tighten up the defense while allowing that offense to flourish, this game is going to get good in the second half.
The other challenge that Conway has faced is early foul trouble here in this first half. They've got 2 players on the bench with 3 fouls apiece. Probably not going to see them again until the second half. Looking for Dowda. Haley Malcolm playing some tight defense. Dowda takes her down, no good, but gets a rebound, and the putback, no good again. Looked like it over the back. She's going to get a 3rd attempt, and she makes it this time. 44-28, 1:38 to go.
Hey, hats off to Dowda on that one. That was all her.
Haley Malcolm with a 3-point attempt. It's short. Dowda pulls down another rebound. Find Dowda again in the middle. Another easy 2 points. She's got 16 here in the first half.
Lead back to 18 for the Lady Tigers.
Another 3-point attempt on the left wing is no good, but Kalena King there with the putback. We're under a minute here in the first half. Errant pass from Bentonville, but they retain possession. Going to find Dowda for a deep jumper. It's no good. Clardy in transition. Tries to beat him on the right side. She gets the shot up and fouled. Can't get the shot to fall. She'll go to the line for 2.
Hey, not a bad situation for Conway here, stopping the clock. They need that right now. They need to be able just to go there and add points any way they can. What I liked the most, though, is that she just didn't pull up from beyond the arc. She decided to drive in and create a situation, because these fouls may matter as we get later in the stage of this ball game. So I really like the leadership decision from Chloe Clardy.
Yeah, you could kind of tell with her body language. She thought about it for a second. Thought she had an angle to the lane, and she misses both free throws. think they're going to call a lane violation.
And they're going to give Clardy another shot here. So that's big.
Not sure who the lane violation was against. Clardy's third attempt is good. A little bit of a break for Conway. 35 seconds to go in the first half. We'll see what Bentonville tries to do here with a comfortable lead. Lady Cats pressuring. Off. The Bentonville just got another lucky break there. And another 2 easy points. 15 seconds to go. Lady Cats with possession. Deep three-point attempt from Lydia York is no good and out of bounds. 7.4 seconds here to go.
Coach Hutchcraft not happy about that decision, Levi. Left a little bit too much time on the clock.
See if it comes back to haunt him here. 5 seconds. Shot is off. No good, and time expires. 48-31. That's your score here at halftime. Lady Cats trailing by 17 in the 6A state semifinals. He's Mark Oliver. I'm Levi Gilbert. We're going to take a break here, and we'll put up the timer on the screen so you'll know how much time is left before the second half starts. But right now, it's time for the Conway Regional Halftime Show.
You don't wake up thinking about internet speed, electricity, reliability. Your mind isn't on advanced treatment facilities or customizable systems. You don't have to think about any of these things because we do. Conway Corp. Always on.
A 3-decade drought came to an end in the water last week when the Conway Wampus Cats boys swim team won its first state title in 32 years. After finishing the last 3 seasons close to the top, it was a perfect storm of circumstances that came together for the Cats to win, according to head coach Craig Connor.
A lot of things have to go right to win a state championship. It doesn't matter how much talent you have. It's everybody coming together at the right moment. It's just the rest of the state, how the caliber of swimmers that they have, and I just feel like this team, after coming so close 3 years in a row, we knew what we had to do, and just our seniors motivated everybody to do their part. I mentioned last year, I wrote the number 450 up on the board, and I said, guys, this is what we have to do to win the state championship. What's your part in that? And I think they all took it to heart. Because in this sport, the guy that gets 13th in the 50 free is just as important as the guy that gets first, because we're talking about 2-3 points when it comes down to it. And everybody really bought into that, bought into the senior leadership, and I just couldn't be more proud of them.
We asked Coach Connor, what role did those seniors play in the championship?
It can't even be stated enough. Our 2 seniors, Ty Wingfield and Ethan Marat, gave a pre-game speech, if you will, beforehand. Unfortunately, I didn't get to hear it because I was with one of our divers in the ER, but I think it just really shows just the younger guys how much passion and dedication that they have to our program. And I think the younger guys really want to they really want to do well for these seniors. A lot of them have been around for a while as well, and they wanted to send these seniors out on a high note. And I just couldn't be more proud of our seniors. They've done an incredible job this year. I mean, it's like it with any sport. You rely on your senior leadership, and teams that don't have senior leadership, they struggle because, teenagers don't listen to adults a lot, but they listen to each other. And with this team, we never had to worry about that with guys like Ty and Ethan and Jeffrey Bloomfield and Gavin Teague, they just, at every turn, they knew what we needed to do, and they were just ready to make it happen.
One of those seniors, Ty Wingfield, reached an individual goal that he had set his freshman year to set the state record in the 50.
After I broke the state record, the first thing that went through my head it didn't set in at first. And after a few seconds of looking at it and realizing that I had just broken the state record, and it had been my goal ever since my freshman year of high school, it was pretty crazy. I kind of started screaming and yelling, and everybody was laughing at me, but it was pretty exciting.
Wingfield will swim collegiately at Auburn University. His classmate Ethan Marat will also swim in college. He'll swim for Swarthmore in Philadelphia. He said the coach's leadership and sacrifice made the difference.
Well, we are fortunate to have the best coaching staff, I think, in Arkansas. Connor has come in countless times to the pool, eyes bloodshot, because he's stayed up all night looking at the spreadsheets. And Coach Mannion has had to drive the bus down and back to countless cities, and I know that's really hard. So, and he's been our moral support through every single meet. Both of them have been such great coaches, and we couldn't have done it without them.
Congratulations to Coach Connor and the Wampus Cats on the state title. For Conway Corp, I'm Jeff Matthews.
Education is all about vision. It requires commitment, investment. So we pour ourselves into Conway students and teachers, schools, and scholarships. A brighter future? Now that's powerful. Conway Corp. Always on.
And we're back live at Hornets Arena. Levi Gilbert alongside Mark Oliver. Your Lady Cats trailing 48-31 here in the 6A state semifinals against the Bentonville Lady Tigers. And Mark, these Lady Cats go as the three-point shooting goes. And it was a little rough going in the first half. Got a little better in the second quarter.
Yeah, you're right, Levi. Just won in the first quarter, but ended up finishing 5 for 18 for 27%. And, of course, that percentage is going to be a little bit lopsided. They're going to be shooting a lot of threes here in the second. And they've had a lot of success from T. Rector, Chloe Clardy, Alex Jolivet hit a big three in the second quarter. And that's how they're going to build this comeback here. But they've got to get good open shots. And most importantly, yes, you got to make your three-pointers fall. You also got to get offensive rebounds when they don't fall. Bentonville leading that rebounding battle. And Conway going to have to clean it up there and lower their turnovers.
And you're going to have to start getting some stops. The Lady Tigers put up 24 points in both the first and second quarter. They're going to need a huge defensive effort here in the second half to be able to make this comeback, trailing by 17 points. It's going to start with that one right there. Chloe Clardy, jumper on the left baseline is good. Lady Cats coming out with a little full court pressure here. They're going to stick to that man-to-man defense. Dowda with the push-off. She's going to get called for the offensive foul. Conway basketball. That's just the first foul against Dowda. She's got a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half.
13 points for Clardy, coming out and getting an open field goal down low. Conway looking to keep the momentum here in the third. There's another foul.
That's going to be a 5-second call. Another offensive turnover for the Lady Cats. It did look like contact, though.
Yeah, they fooled me up here.
Lady Cats expect them to be playing full court defense the rest of the way. T. Rector almost gets in front of that one. Chloe Clardy picking it up on the back end, and they're going to call Haley Malcolm for a foul in the post. That's going to be the third on Malcolm. So now both of your centers in this game with 3 fouls.
Well, they won't be able to take him home with them.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, it's all or nothing at this point.
Yeah, at this point, it's a chess match to claw back into this thing.
Kalena King checking in. She is going to come in for Malcolm. So Lady Cat's going to be playing with a shorter lineup here in the third quarter for at least a few minutes.
King with 4 points in the first half, but I think more importantly, she didn't miss a shot attempt.
Second free throw is good, 49-33. A little over 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Chloe Clardy taking it all the way in, but she's going to get called for a travel. Lady Cats having trouble getting anything going here coming out of halftime. Bentonville Tigers team 26-1. Their only loss coming back on December 19th at Fort Smith Northside. They're going to get Dowda for another push-off here. Her second offensive foul here in the third quarter.
Big news for Conway.
Lady Tigers team ran into a buzzsaw at Northside back in December. Northside went on a 22-0 run in the second quarter. The Lady Tigers never could recover. That's their only loss on the season. The next day they played this Conway team in Bentonville and won by 8 points. Possession. Going to stay with the Lady Cats. Going to inbound deep to York. Set up their offense. Jada Pickens, long three-point attempt. Off the backboard, no good. Long rebound from Rector. Those offensive rebounds you talked about there, Mark. T. Rector finds Chloe Clardy at the top of the key. Three-point attempt, no good. Here comes Bentonville in transition. They find Riley Hayes.
Wow, what a big turnover.
Led her just enough with the pass that she was forced into a traveling call. Conway having some chances here in the third quarter.
Yeah, you're right. They're getting the opportunities. It's time to start capitalizing with 6:13 to play.
T. Rector finding York on the baseline, gets it back out to Clardy. Clardy, deep jumper off the backboard. She called it. It's good. The bank is open. Lead down to 14. Shave 4 points off that lead to start the second half. Kalena King has a tough assignment right now with Dowda. Dowda, so much size, but also a good ball handler for the Lady Tigers. She picks up her dribble. Clardy gets a hand on it. It's going to lead to a turnover. Jada Pickens in transition. She takes it all the way, gets the shot up. They are going to call a foul. I don't know if they're going to call it before she got the shot off. And that's going to be on Jada Brown.
So Pickens heads to the line, shooting 2, stops the clock. And she went all in to draw the foul there.
Bentonville going to call a timeout here. 49-35, 5:25 to play in the third quarter. We'll take it with them. 30-second break, and we're back here on Conway Court.
Helton's Wrecker U-Haul has the service you need. Whatever the automotive problem, Helton's has the diagnostics to repair it. If you're moving across town or across country, Helton's is your #1 choice for U-Haul in Conway. We have a wide selection of packing supplies for every aspect of your move. Also, we sell and install hitches. Call 327-4696 for a quote. At Helton's Wrecker U-Haul, we are always on our toes. Give us a call at 327-7681.
Back here in Bryant, your Lady Cats have shaved the lead to 14, 49-35, and Jada Pickens at the line with 2 free throw attempts.
Be Pickens' first attempt at the charity stripe today. That first one gives her 5 points on the game.
Just a reminder, this is a Conway doubleheader today here on Conway Court. Lady Cats opening the first game of semifinal play today. And the Wampus Cats will be closing it out tonight at 7:30 against Fayetteville. Pickens hits 2, the lead now down to 12. Lots of time to go here in the second half.
Looking for a big defensive stop from the Lady Cats right now.
They go down to Dowda. Savannah Scott in defense. Dowda just making a strong move to the right side. They're going to get Savannah Scott for her 4th foul. Count the points, and Dowda going to go to the line, trying to convert the 3-point play. So Savannah Scott, some short minutes here in the third quarter. She's going to be sitting on the bench for quite a while.
Felt like Scott followed that play textbook style, but what a tough athlete to defend on the floor.
Yeah, I don't know what more Savannah Scott could have done. Dowda converts the 3-point play, and that's 19 points now for the junior center. See if the Lady Cats can answer back. Jada Pickens picks up her dribble. Gonna find Kalena King on the left side, open 3, and she knocks it down. Lady Cats answer back.
King is still perfect on shot attempts today, and that is huge for the Lady Cats.
So they get that lead back down to 12 again. T. Rector gets her hands on it. They go down to Dowda. Haley Malcolm hands up. Another strong move from Dowda. She's got 21 points. We talked about it in the opener. She's going to get her points. What's really been the challenge for Conway is that all these perimeter shooters have been getting 3-point baskets. Chloe Clardy making a strong move to the basket. She gets the foul. She'll go to the line for 2.
That's the 3rd foul on Dowda, and maybe that is the game plan for Conway, because Bentonville they're going to feed it down low to Dowda. That is the game plan. That's the strategy that's working here. But if Conway can help take Dowda out of the game with fouls, this becomes much more interesting.
They called the foul on Dowda. They're talking it over now, trying to clear things up. Another official is going to have to come to the scorer's table. We'll listen here for the correction. I think they're going to change the call.
Looks like they were deciding how many free throws were going to be attributed here. The foul was definitely on Dowda.
Which is big because, like you said, Mark, that's her third foul, and they're going to keep her in.
I don't think Bentonville has a choice but to keep her in, but that could be good news for Conway.
Clardy hits the front end, misses the second. 54-41, the lead at 13. And Dowda playing with 3 fouls. She's already got 2 offensive fouls this quarter. Great defense there from Haley Malcolm. Lady Cats looking to cut the lead even further. Jada Pickens finds Clardy. Kalena King down low is a great idea. Pass just a little bit too high. Errant shot there from Hayes, but she gets her rebound. Dowda thought about a 3. Bentonville's going to reset. They find Dowda in the lane. Good defense from Conway, but just another great play from Dowda. 21 points now.
She's having a great game, Levi. It's almost like the only plan to stop it is to keep the ball from getting to her.
Lady Cats lose control, and Bentonville in transition. Going to be another 2 easy points, and just like that, this lead back out to 17 with 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. Coach Hutchcraft going to call a timeout, talk it over. 3 minutes to go. Lady Tigers lead 58-41 here in the 6A state semifinals. It's a full timeout, 60 seconds, and we're back on Conway Corp.
Centennial Bank builds relationships. That's why our bankers roll up their sleeves to support Conway and Faulkner County. They are folks you know and value for mortgages, business loans, and all your personal banking needs. Community involvement and exceptional service from people you know. That's the Centennial Bank way. Centennial Bank's legacy started right here in Conway and is still growing. Centennial Bank, building legacies, one relationship at a time.
Back here in Bryant, Lady Cats trailing by 17, 58-41, just under 3 minutes to go. Here in the second half, it is the state semifinals here on Conway Corp. Lady Cats cut that lead down to 12 at one point. And just like that, these Lady Tigers been shooting great on the perimeter all night. Miriam Dowda has 21 points in the paint. That lead back out to 17.
Lady Cats have only attempted 1 3-pointer here in the third quarter. And trailing by 17, they may have to look back at that as an offensive strategy.
T. Rector is going to get tripped. It's going to be the 5th team foul against Bentonville here in the second half. That one called on Jada Brown, so now Brown and Dowda both with 3 fouls. Chloe Clardy tries to get a 3 off, but it's tipped. Bentonville gets possession. Lady Cats still playing that full court man-to-man defense. And they're going to get Hayes on a push-off. 3rd offensive foul called against the Lady Tigers here in the third quarter.
Looking at Conway to get a big opportunity here down low.
Jada Pickens makes the fake, finds Lydia York over to Clardy. Deep 3 on the left side, no good, but Kalena King cleaning it up and putting it back.
9 points now for Kalena King, who is still perfect.
Lead back down to 15. They find Dowda again. Little jumper, no good. Rebound to Bentonville. And they'll get Clardy for the foul and the putback. That'll send Bella Erlenborn to the line for 2. Just the first foul on Clardy. First one is good, 59-43. 2:01 to play in the third quarter. Second attempt good as well. Lady Cats pushing it up court. Jada Pickens thought about it. Trying to make a move. Finds Lydia York. Lady Cats trying to get that extra pass going. York trying to get a pass in the lane to King, and they're going to say Dowda hit it with her foot.
That's a big break for Conway there. A low pass by York. It's going to stay with the Lady Cats.
Conway inbounds deep to Pickens. And she's going to take it right at Jada Brown, and that's going to be 4 on Brown. So she's going to go to the bench. Emily Sanders checking in for Bentonville. And that's going to send Jada Pickens to the line for a 1-and-1. So Lady Cats will be shooting free throws the rest of the game.
These are crucial free throws too, Levi.
First one off the back of the rim, no good. It's just been one of those games for these Lady Cats. Lydia York still playing hard. Another deep three from Bentonville. Bounces off, but who else? Dowda getting the rebound and the easy putback. 23 points for Dowda. Bentonville with a 19-point lead. Lydia York driving, dishing it, trying to dish it out. It's another turnover. They find Dowda again. There goes Kalena King coming in from behind. Almost got the steal, keeping the Lady Tigers from an easy bucket. And Savannah Scott checks back in, 56 seconds left, and she's got 4 fouls.
And that's it. Coming in a quick foul, and I believe that'll be it for Savannah Scott's day.
So Savannah Scott, the center, who went out with injury back in January against Bryant. Hadn't been back on the court until 2 nights ago when the Lady Cats beat Springdale Har-Ber in the quarterfinals. She didn't see any action until the second quarter of that game. Played a lot of minutes, been very limited tonight because of foul trouble, and she, with 53 seconds left, has fouled out.
Hasn't been the game that Conway wanted. It never really had a chance to start off aggressively. They've played from behind the entire game. They started this thing off trailing 7-0. That lead has grown to 18-ish for most of the game, and Conway has had spurts offensively, cutting it as low as 11. But Bentonville just finding some opportunities to keep pace here in the third. Turnovers have been a big problem here late.
Yeah, and give credit to this Lady Tigers defense. Talk so much about their offense, but they've done a great job on the perimeter against these Lady Cats and have not been able to get passes down in the lane. Lady Tigers playing now with Dowda on the bench. Their offense looks a little different. And they're content to just run this motion offense and run out the rest of the clock here in the third quarter. We're at 5 seconds. Shot up, no good. It's going to be off Haley Malcolm, so with 1 second left, the Lady Tigers will inbound for the final shot of the third quarter, and they're going to bring Dowda in. Probably going to try and just throw it up and let her tip it in. Here's the inbound to Dowda. That's exactly what they did.
Perfect game plan.
I believe that puts her at 25 points now here in the game. Lady Tigers up 22 points after 3, 65-43. Take a 60-second break, and we're back here on Conway Court.
Hey, welcome to David's. I'm Alan Bubbas, and this is my father, David Bubbas. We want to welcome you in to try our great beef, grade A choice chuck that you can see in display, all you can eat fries, and a little ice cream at the end. Come experience some of the cutest kids. Bring your cute kids too. We'd love to serve you. At David's Burgers, we're proud supporters of the Call in Arkansas.
and you can find out more online about ways to get involved.
You got insurance to protect your car against other drivers, but are you protecting it against the muddy disasters it faces every day? Zip's Dirt Insurance has you covered. It gives you unlimited washing at any of our convenient locations, starting at $14.95 a month. That's less than 50 cents a day. Protection to keep your car clean without worrying about muddy mishaps. Zip's Unlimited Wash Club. It's like having dirt insurance for your car. Zip in, zip out, zip on.
Back here at Bryant Hornets Arena for the final quarter of action in this state semifinal matchup between your Lady Cats and Bentonville. Lady Cats trailing by 22 points. Bentonville gonna look to run as much time off the clock as possible. They're gonna call Lydia York for a foul, off ball. They're going to call a travel on Natalie Smith. So nice break here to start the fourth quarter.
Conway's going to need some magic here in the fourth quarter, no doubt about it, Levi, but we've seen this happen before. We've seen a team get hot, and if they can just stick to that game plan, get those offensive boards, make the most of those possessions, clean it up on defense, anything can happen.
That was a quick two by Clardy on that last possession for Conway. She's got 18 points. Conway still sticking with this full court man-to-man defense. Bentonville getting it down low. An easy bucket from Erlenborn. Deep three from Clardy, trying to answer back.
Oh.
Can't get the bounce. Dowda with the rebound, but Pickens picking her pocket. T. Rector with the deep three. No good, and they're going to get Lydia York for the over the back, really more of a push there. That's going to be the sixth team foul against Conway. Lady Tigers and your Lady Cats will both be in a 1-and-1 the rest of the way. Checking in on YouTube. Keep it up, Lady Cats. They're trying. Haven't been able to catch a break yet. 22-point lead for Bentonville, who is going to be content to just try and dribble out as much time every possession. These Lady Cats forcing the issue. T. Rector almost picks one away. They find Dowda. And that's been happening all game long as Miriam Dowda has just been unstoppable in the paint. 27 points now for the junior center. She'll go to the line to complete the three-point play.
She's a large reason why Savannah Scott's day is done and why Haley Malcolm's got three of her own. Very tough to defend. And Conway in foul trouble here.
28 points for Dowda. Clardy does an up and under, can't get it to fall. They're going to say Sanders traveled. Lady Cats getting the ball back. 6:11 to go, 70-45, 25-point lead for Bentonville. They're going to get Pickens for the travel. She tried to create some penetration. Didn't have an outlet. Coach Hutchcraft telling her Lady Cats to get out there and defend. Try and get 5-second calls or force a turnover. Clardy gets a hand on it.
What a steal.
Takes it the rest of the way and finishes.
I'll tell you this much, Levi, the future of Lady Cats basketball is very bright with that young lady right there.
20 points now for the freshman. Hasn't gone Conway's way today, but you're right, Mark. The future does look bright for this talented freshman and the freshman center on the bench that's fouled out, Savannah Scott. And we haven't even mentioned the sophomore that's been on the bench, hasn't played the entire conference season because of injury, Jaden Thomas. So this young core for the Lady Cats, they're going to be playing deep into the 6A playoffs for the next few years.
And it's really a testament to the great job that Coach Hutchcraft has done over the years. What a legacy here at Conway High School.
This is Hutchcraft's 10th season here at Conway.
And they never rebuild, they just reload.
And I believe last year was their 6th straight semifinals appearance, so this would be 7 straight semifinals appearance for Conway, and truly has been a testament here in the conference part of the season, because they lost Jaden Thomas, then they lost Savannah Scott, lost 3 games in a row on their home court, and still managed to wrap up that 2 seed on the final game a week ago here in Bryant. Got that bye, which put them in a great position to get back to the semifinals. This Bentonville Lady Tiger team has just been too much for Conway, and the 3-point shot just hasn't been there for the Lady Cats tonight. Call an offensive foul on Sanders, on Erlenborn, rather. 25-point lead still for the Lady Tigers, and Coach Hutchcraft, with 4:35 to go, is going to call a timeout. We'll take it with her. 30 seconds, and we're back here on Conway Corp.
You're watching Conway Corp, Channel 5 and 585, Conway's source for local community programming. Here you'll find the Wampus Cats, Conway City Council, here and there featuring local events, burn and breathe that will get your heart rate up and down. Find new adventures on Away for a Day, or grab your sketch pad and draw with Mr. Foy's easel. Plus, learn more about Conway Corp's story. We're creating original programming with Conway in mind on Conway Corp, Channel 5 and 585.
Back here in Bryant, X0 Sports saying, come on, Lady Cats. We're trying, Mark.
They've played a tough game. And like you said, this is a team that's faced with a lot of adversity this year. Injuries, battling in the tough competition of Class 6A as it is. You know, these Lady Cats play some of the best teams in the entire state of Arkansas. And it shows on the court.
That's certainly the truth. The 6A Central has just been brutal this year. The top four teams, dangerous. Northside, of course, the Lady Cats, Cabot, Lady Panthers looked great. North Little Rock had another great season. But it looks like we're heading towards another, maybe a repeat matchup of last year's championship. Northside still yet to play. They'll play later this afternoon. Deep 3 from Pickens. Off the front of the rim, it goes out of bounds. The save from York. Lady Cat's going to get another look. Under 4 minutes to play. Pickens finds York. 3-point attempt is up. No good, and Bentonville gets the rebound.
If Conway goes down today, they will not go down without a fight, Levi. Very strong group of girls here.
It's one thing, way back in January, I sat down with Coach Hutchcraft and was talking about the team. Dowda, another 2 there. She's got 30. She said in her 10 years coaching here, she's never had to worry about this team, whether they'd work hard. Coming in every day for practice, she knew she could count. She knew maybe they wouldn't know what they'd work on today, but she could always count on this team to work hard. Kalena King cleaning up the rebound there. She's going to get fouled, go to the line for 2. And you're seeing that here. These Lady Cats facing this extreme deficit. They've never stopped playing hard.
King with an opportunity to be the second Lady Cat in double figures today.
First free throw attempt, no good. Dowda's going to check out with 3 minutes to go. She finishes today with 30 points. Don't expect to see her again with this cushion. Second free throw is good for King.
10 points on the day for King.
Kalena, just a sophomore. She's got a lot of playing experience this season. She's not the only sophomore that has seen the floor a lot this year. Alex Jolivet has played some big minutes. Maya Boxley played some big minutes on 2 nights ago against Har-Ber. And they've had to because of the injury situation. It even got to the point late in conference play that they stopped having JV games because a lot of these JV starters were having to play in the varsity games. It's quiet here in Bryant. 77-48. 3 minutes to play. Chloe Clardy still playing hard, gets the 2 easy points there. 22 points for the freshman. She leads the way for your Lady Cats.
What an impact that Clardy has made this season for this team.
T. Rector almost got a steal there. She's been such a force for Conway this year. Senior, wasn't expected to start. They go down to the tournament they go to every year in Duncanville, Texas, and Tawana Rector really stepped up in that tournament. Then because of injury to Jaden Thomas, she started starting and has started every conference game. She's been such a defensive force for these Lady Cats, starting through conference as a senior. The other 2 seniors, of course, that have started throughout the season, Jada Pickens, Lydia York. Pickens has started a little bit as a sophomore and started every game a year ago as a junior. She finishes with a layup right there. The other senior that hasn't seen the court very often but has been such a big presence for these Lady Cats throughout the season is Michaela Reed. All the contributions she makes off the court. Clardy trying to keep pace with her assignment there, ends up running into Riley Hayes. It's going to be 2 fouls against Clardy. But you really can't say enough about this Lady Cats team. I mean, all the adversity they faced because of injury in the conference season, the fact that they were still able to secure a 2 seed and find a way to get back to these semifinals. It's been an impressive season, and Coach Hutchcraft having to do even more coaching this year with such a young squad, starting 2 freshmen to start the season. And it's probably been one of her best coaching performances since she's been here.
Yeah, I've got to agree with that, Levi. The Lady Cats, they always expect to win. That's the expectation that Hutchcraft brings. They have that win-first mentality.
Jada Pickens called for the offensive charge, and that's going to be her 5th foul. She's going to foul out in her final game as a Lady Cat. She finishes with 8 points. She had such a good game 2 nights ago against Har-Ber. Helped lead the Lady Cats into this semifinal matchup. And that's going to do it for Jada Pickens' Lady Cat career. Under 2 minutes to play. 79-52. Make it 81-52. These Lady Tigers have just been so dominant today, and they're going to get a chance to go back to the state championship game in a week. 3-point attempt, no good from Lydia York. And we're under 90 seconds to play. Reminder again, this is a doubleheader today here on Conway Corp. We've had this game live from Bryant. We'll have the Wampus Cats action live from Bryant tonight at 7:30. So Wampus Cats get ready to take on Fayetteville, and the boys semifinal matchup. Lydia York taking it all the way. She's going to have 5 points. We're under a minute to go. Or her first points, actually, tonight. 2 points for Lydia York. 81-54, and clock is ticking out. T. Rector with the steal. She's going to shoot a 3-point. Might be her last shot attempt of her Lady Cat career. And they get Michaela Reed in. I miss her checking in, so the other senior getting a chance to get on the court here in her final game as well, and she gets 2 points. Now a rebound. .15 seconds to go. Lydia York, deep three, and it's good. 81-59, and that's going to do it here for these senior Lady Cats. Lydia York finishing her career with a 3-point shot that is good. 81-59 is the final. Your Lady Cats fall here in the 6A state semifinals. Another impressive season for these Lady Cats. Definitely not the way you wanted it to go. Mark Oliver, thanks again for filling in tonight. This was your second time to see these Lady Cats. Any final thoughts on their season?
I think it's a great season. I know it's not ending the way they want it to, not as far as they want to, but they've accomplished a lot, and they went through a lot to get here, and the future is really bright, like we said. A lot of talent coming back, a lot of talent coming up next year. I look for the Lady Cats to keep that streak rolling next season.
Yeah, going to have a bright future for them. Your senior Lady Cats finishing their career tonight, Jada Pickens, Lydia York, Tawana Rector, and Michaela Reed. We thank them for their contributions the last 3 years for Conway basketball. And that's going to do it for Lady Cat basketball this season, but we are not done here in Bryant. We'll be back tonight at 7:30 p.m. as your Wampus Cats get ready to take on Fayetteville in the boys 6A state semifinals. On behalf of the entire crew, we say thank you. Mark Oliver, thanks again for filling in. And Jeff Matthews and I will be back tonight at 7:30 for Conway against Fayetteville. We'll see you again tonight here on Conway Court.